Hey guys, it's Marissa. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this jack-o'-lantern inspired makeup tutorial for Halloween. And I think that it turned out pretty super cool, especially from a distance. When I close my eyes, like, you can definitely see the illusion of it. Now obviously I didn't do anything with my neck or anything just because I am going to be taking this off right after. But if you do want to do this for your own Halloween makeup look or costume, you can always just like follow the steps that I'm going to be doing. Is just drag the body paint down and stuff and just recreate the same contour lines if you want. It's all up to you. You can just change it up however much you'd like, but this is basically just a beginner's guide. Obviously I'm not like a professional at doing these kind of things, but I'm still kind of learning myself, and I think that it did turn out really super cool, especially at night. Like, you'll be able to see definitely the illusion of like a pumpkin slash jack-o'-lantern, and I just really think it's super cool for Halloween. If you're interested to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. So we're going to be using this Athena palette again, and it's just like a painting palette that I got off of Amazon. I'm going to be linking this down below. I'm just going to be taking some paintbrushes that I'm normally only using just for my face. Like, I've never used it for acrylic paints or anything like that before. So I'm just going to be using that and some of the colors from this palette, and then we're going to be starting off with the base. So I'm going to just paint my whole face like an orangey color, and then from there I'm going to add highlights like with some yellowish white tones, and then really it just kind of depends on all the contouring and stuff. But I think before I even get into that, I'm just going to be drawing the outline with black eyeliner pencil and then drawing in with the face or the base of the face afterwards. So first I'm just kind of hydrating my face using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because my face was a little bit dry that morning. So I'm just doing that just so it can hydrate it a little bit better, and then I'm just drawing out the outline of the pumpkin face using an Ulta Beauty black eyeliner pencil. Then I'm going in with the face paint, and I'm just applying the orange colored face paint first using a brush and just blending it in afterwards into my skin a lot more using just a normal beauty blender. That way it just kind of creates a less streaky look to it. Then using the same Beauty Blender sponge, I'm dipping into the yellow, and I'm just kind of using this as like the highlight or contour spots where you would put concealer, and I'm just kind of making that so it can just have a little bit more dimension to it and a little bit more color as well. To draw in like the lines of the pumpkin, I'm going to just take the It brushes for Ulta, which is a smudging brush, and I'm gonna just take some like yellow, brown, and orange shades and just kind of really create some more depth, because right now we kind of just have like the contour of everything and obviously just like the lines of the face and everything, which you kind of can't tell what it is yet until like you put in like the blacks and stuff, because that really just makes everything pop out. I'm just gonna stick to only my face to focus on, but if you wanted to recreate this, you could also blend it down to your neck and stuff. So I'm just gonna be taking the James Charles palette and just taking any kind of browns, orange, and yellow shades from there, and then afterwards I'm just gonna really take everything and start to darken and just add the blacks in afterwards. And the colors that I'm using from the James Charles palette is 10% off, No Beans, Code James, and Spooky. And I'm just kind of going back and forth with blending that in and just creating a little bit more texture and shadow to it, and then just re-adding it again until I really like how it looks. Then I'm just kind of highlighting where all the black's going to be with yellow and just kind of creating a little bit more dimension and just kind of covering up some spots too if I messed up. And now I'm filling everything in with black face paint, and if you are going to be wearing this outside, I would recommend setting it afterwards with a black eyeshadow. I didn't in this look, but you definitely would want to so it can last longer and it won't just, rub off or start to crease as easily. So I would recommend doing that, and you can really just use any kind of black eyeshadow. If you're using the James Charles palette, you could use the shade Spooky. That's the shade that I would want to dip into, but I just want to let you guys know, and I do talk about it later on in the video, but just as a heads up if you're doing this step by step. Then I'm just kind of highlighting around the mouth with yellow again, and then I'm just going to be extending the mouth a little bit more. You can do whatever you want. And then I'm also going to be contouring a little bit around the edges of my face just to kind of slim it a little bit more and make it a little bit more round as well. And rounding it out by darkening your neck to make it shaped a different way will also really help. But like how I said, I didn't in this video, but you definitely can. You can customize this however you want. But this should just give you like a general idea of what you would like to do if you want to do this in the future. And then that is basically the completed look. So this is basically the completed look. I think this is really super easy for beginners and you're just like not super comfortable with doing face paint and stuff. Now, if I were to like go out and wear this for like trick-or-treating or something like that, I would recommend, if you're going to go out and wear this, to like set everything down with like some sort of eyeshadow or setting powder. Like I would probably set anything black with just like black eyeshadow obviously, and then anywhere else, like especially like your T-zone, I would set with like yellow eyeshadow as well. And just like any kind of lines and stuff that you would see, that's already set with eyeshadow powder, so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. But the T-zone especially, set that with like yellow eyeshadow. If you really want the rest of everything else to be set too, you can also contour a little bit more with not creams but also powders like eyeshadows as well, which could be like browns and oranges. But I really think that this turned out super cool, and it's definitely something I've never tried doing before. I think that it turned out pretty okay. I think this eye is a little bit bigger, but besides that, the only other comments that I would have about it is that the mouth could use still a little bit of work, but I kind of messed up when it came to like just how I had it shaped out. I feel like this could be centered just slightly a little bit more to my right. But besides that, I still think it looks really super cool, especially from the distance. Like if I'm closing my eyes and just talking, like it's just really cool, especially at night. Like you won't even be able to notice for sure, like because of the eyes being so dark, like you won't even be able to tell. And I just think that it definitely gives off a really cool illusion and effect. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me in the future, just subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. I upload sometimes on Wednesdays and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll just see you guys next time. Bye!